Today, we're going to talk about a very famous piece of machinery. You've probably seen it in action movies or video games. It's big, it looks intimidating, and it shoots very, very fast. It is called the M249, but soldiers call it the SAW. Now, SAW stands for Squad Automatic Weapon. That sounds technical, but think of it this way. In a group of soldiers, most of them are carrying regular rifles. They can shoot accurately, but they have to reload often. Then, there is the M249 gunner. His job is different. His job is to be the big brother. When the squad gets into trouble, the M249 starts singing. It provides a wall of noise and bullets to keep the bad guys' heads down so the rest of the squad can move. It was designed to be a light machine gun. But don't let the word light fool you. It weighs about 17 to 22 pounds when loaded. Imagine carrying a car tire around your neck all day while running. That is what carrying this light gun feels like. So, why do we need this gun? Let's go back in time a bit. Before the 1980s, the U.S. military had a problem. They had regular rifles, like the M16, which were light and easy to carry. And they had big, heavy machine guns, like the M60, which were powerful but needed a team of 2 people to operate effectively. There was a gap in the middle. They needed something that one person could carry and operate alone, but that could shoot continuously like a big machine gun. In the 1970s, the U.S. Army held a competition to find this perfect middle ground weapon. A Belgian company called FN Herstal introduced a gun called the Minimi. It was cute, in a deadly sort of way. The Americans liked it, adopted it, and renamed it the M249 SAW in 1982. It was finally introduced to the troops in 1984. It changed how a small group of soldiers could fight. Now, let's look at the coolest feature of the M249. This is the part that makes it very special. Most guns eat ammo from a magazine, that box you stick into the bottom of the gun. Big machine guns usually eat ammo from a belt, a long chain of bullets linked together. The M249 is like a hungry beast that can eat both. Primarily, it uses a belt. The ammunition comes in plastic boxes that clip under the gun. The belt is made of metal links that hold the bullets together. When you fire, the gun pulls the belt in, strips the bullet out, fires it, and spits out the empty metal link. It's mesmerizing to watch. But imagine you are in a chaotic battle. You have fired all your belts. You are out of ammo. Your friend next to you has a regular M16 rifle. You can yell at him, "Hey, toss me your magazine." The M249 has a special slot on the side. You can take a standard rifle magazine and plug it right into the machine gun. It's not perfect. It jams more often when using magazines. But in an emergency, this feature can save your life. It's a very clever piece of engineering. Let's talk about how it shoots. The M249 fires from an open bolt position. What does that mean? In a normal rifle, the internal parts are closed and locked forward before you pull the trigger. In the M249, when you cock the gun, the heavy internal parts slide back and stay there, waiting. When you pull the trigger, the whole assembly slams forward, picks up a bullet, and goes boom. Why do they do this? Cooling. This gun shoots fast, about 850 rounds per minute. That creates a massive amount of heat. By keeping the bolt open when you aren't shooting, air can flow through the barrel to cool it down. Speaking of heat, if you hold the trigger down, the barrel will get so hot it can actually glow or melt. So, the M249 has a quick change barrel system. There is a handle on top of the barrel. If the barrel gets too hot, you don't need tools. You just press a lever, grab the handle, pop the hot barrel out, and slide a cold one in. It takes just a few seconds. It's like a pit stop in a Formula 1 race, but for a gun. So, is the M249 a perfect weapon? Well, not exactly. Soldiers have a love-hate relationship with it. When it works, it is amazing. It has a high rate of fire and good range. But it can be a bit sensitive. During the Gulf War in 1991 and later in Iraq and Afghanistan, soldiers found that the M249 did not like sand. And unfortunately, those wars were fought in very sandy places. sand would get into the mechanism, and the gun would jam or clog up. Old M249 SAW that had been used for 20 years started to fall apart. Magazines would rattle and parts would break. A report from 2006 said that the SAW had the highest rate of stoppages, jamming, compared to other weapons. However, the manufacturer, FN, has updated it many times. They added a product improvement program, PIP. They added a hydraulic buffer to make the recoil softer, so it doesn't kick your shoulder as hard. They also improved the plastic box that holds the ammo because the old ones were too noisy. Now they often use soft cloth pouches. Because the gun is heavy and long, they made different versions. There is a paratrooper version called the M249 Para. It has a shorter barrel and a sliding stock, making it compact enough to jump out of airplanes with. There is also a version for special forces called the MK46. They took off the heavy handle and the part that accepts magazines to make it as light as possible for the elite troops. After 40 years of service, the M249 SAW is getting old. The U.S. Marines have already started replacing it with a new gun called the M27, which looks more like a regular rifle. The Army is also looking for a futuristic replacement. But the M249 will always be legendary. It brought the power of a machine gun into the hands of a single soldier. It's loud, it eats ammo belts for breakfast, and when you need to keep heads down, it gets the job done. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please check out the game World of Guns, Gun Disassembly, which we used for these amazing animations. Don't forget to like and subscribe.